A special event is happening tonight at Capricorn Sound Studios in Macon, and Chris Wood is here to tell us all about it. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
Now, can you tell us a little bit, what is Songwriters Round at Capricorn?
Well, Shelby, Songwriters Rounds have been around for a long time. It basically started in music cities like Macon or Nashville, where songwriters would get together, have dinner, or just hang out in the living room and share with what they were working on. It's very casual. You play maybe a chorus and a verse and get feedback from fellow songwriters, and that's how songs are born. It's kind of a workshop type of atmosphere.
I like this idea, and so you'll kind of get a look at the behind the scenes, how this all works.
It'll be very informal. We'll have conversation like you and I are talking now. We'll talk about the songwriting guests that I've invited in. We'll talk about the inspirations behind those songs, what they were thinking, and really the bottom line is we're trying to write impactful songs, that help people or that people can relate to.
Now, who are some of the singer-songwriters taking part?
Well, everybody who's coming in, I actually met through workshops in Nashville, and I need to give a shout out to Lydia Hutchinson and Performing Songwriters Creative Workshops in Nashville, and that's how we all met. We all met trying to, cultivate our craft, and I got to meet and get together with these great songwriters, and so I invited them to Macon, because what better place to have an event than at Capricorn Studio B? It's like an amazing living room. If you've never been in there, it's worth coming to the event just to be in that venue.
And all the history.
All the history there.
Soak that in.
Music's. I would call Macon probably Music City too, or whatever, behind Nashville, because of the rich music history that's here.
Now I have to ask, are you one of the singer-songwriters?
I am, and ironically, I enjoy putting on events and do event planning for a living, but I am petrified and terrified of being on stage. So, but yes, it's a calling for me. The purpose of the event really is, with all the divisiveness we have in the world, whether it's politically or economically, I was thinking of what can we do to bring people together, and I think music is the ideal way that we can put our differences apart and come together as, I'm not looking for people's pocketbooks or their political values. I'm looking for people's minds and their hearts, and that's what we're trying to cultivate.
I like events like that. Now, there is a $20
That's
charge.
just to recoup some of the cost of the studio rental. I've committed to this event. It's a personal passion of mine, so I'm footing the bill. But yeah, the money at the gate helps to underwrite some of those costs. So it's not a moneymaker. It's probably not a great business model, but it is a passion, and that's what I feel like. Again, that music can bring us together as a people.
All right. So if people want to go, can they just show up,
they
or
can come
buy tickets?
Tell them to mention my name at the door. We'll figure something out. They can come in at the door. There is a QR code on Capricorn's website, so the event's listing there, because they've got several other events coming up as well.
All right. Well, thank you so much. And you have some CDs over here.
I do.
I saw
brought
them
you a
over
gift.
there.
I have been singing and songwriting for a while. This is my second studio album. I've got a third one I'm working on now that hopefully comes out next year.
Living with Goodbye.
Living with Goodbye.
I like that.
It's kind of an interesting mix there of life experiences. So, yeah, appreciate you having me, and hope you enjoy the music.
I can't wait to hear it. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
Songwriters Round at Capricorn is happening tonight at 7:30 p.m. at Capricorn Sound Studio. That address is 540 Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard in downtown Macon.